All right, you're listening to thatmetalstation.com. I have with me here Lou Mavs and Wayne Noon from the great new band Severed Angel. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Mark? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. I know I met you, Lou, through Wayne because he's like an asshole, you know. So he's, you know.
Yeah, I knew of you, Mark, from the Rock and Metal Combat podcast.
Oh, I'm the asshole. Oh yeah, man. Nice to have you guys on here. I love the new music. I like Wayne's music. His Project Resurrect has been played on that metal station with me before, and
that's right.
Love cool. That band. I love the stuff he's done with Dr. Fuck. And you've been with him too, right, Lou? You've been doing stuff with Dr. Fuck also.
Yeah, I mean, the only song that Wayne didn't do with me and Ralph was the cover of Merciful Fate, was it, Wayne?
Yeah.
But everything after that, like, I've been involved with either as a lead or rhythm guitar player, and we had Ralph on our covers of Atomic Punk from Van Halen, which he made into his own cover song, Sammy Hagar Sucks. We also did Black Widow from Alice Cooper, and we also did Unholy from Kiss, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Dr. Fuck is a legend on this station, and a lot of fans miss him. I hope he comes back one day. He can have my time slot. I'll find another one if he wants Tuesday nights. But
wow.
I hope not.
But yeah, doing those covers is what started this band, so it's a good thing we started those things.
Yeah, so tell us about your band. Are you guys going to release an album, or is it just singles?
Well, the album's actually done. We have an album completely done already. We're just trying to find a label that might release it. Mm-hmm. But for the meantime, we're releasing some singles. I don't know if, Lou, you want to go into more detail about that.
Yeah, so, so as you mentioned before, Mark, the cover series, which was pretty much started during the pandemic and really kicked into high gear with the loss of the late, great Eddie Van Halen. And it was either me or Wayne who came up with the idea, hey, we should do a Van Halen song. And we both said Atomic Punk. And it kind of snowballed from there where we included Stratovarius in the list of covers and then Iron Maiden. And, finally the last straw was when we got asked to partake in a Def Leppard tribute album. So it's technically 4/5 of Severed Angel on that. It's myself on guitar, Wayne on drums, George on bass, Alex, who produced and mixed the track, and John Witten of Shockwire, who did vocals and rhythm. And, we kind of realized we had something really good here, and it was Wayne who kind of brought up the idea, we should really write original music. At the time, my mother had passed away, and I was like, I don't know if I have it in me anymore, just being in bands or whatever. But Wayne, being the persistent bastard that he is, kept pushing and pushing. And he's like, dude, you should have something that is noteworthy. The last song that I wrote, which was 12 years ago, was a song called Dogs of War. And I originally wrote it as entrance music for my wife Erin's cousin Robbie Plotkin, who at one point was an MMA fighter. Now he's an Army Ranger. And I sent the song to Wayne, and I was like, all right, what do you think? He's like, oh yeah, we could do something with this. And then all of a sudden it's like Alex liked it, George liked it, Mark liked it. So, we recorded that first, and then it just kind of snowballed where it's like all of a sudden the wellspring of riff ideas just started opening up, and it hasn't stopped. So we just keep going and going with it. And, Wayne, I know I bust your balls all the time, man, but I really want to thank you for not giving up on getting me involved in this, because the music, I feel, Mark, and this is not to brag, but everything we've written since the album, it just keeps getting better and better and better.
That's awesome, man, because I do enjoy both the singles that you guys have released. I bought the first one, and then Wayne sent me the second one, but I will buy the second one because support new bands, bitches. Because if you don't support new bands, we're going to get shit like Britney Spears.
Is she even still relevant anymore?
How about Taylor Swift?
All right, there you go. That's
better. Good enough.
Album's horrible. Oh my god! And somebody said, did you hear it? Why do I need to hear it? His other shit was horrible too. But man,
why would you even listen to that?
Oh, I listened to it years ago because somebody told me to check her out because she's a great songwriter, and I go, oh god, her voice is horrible. But
that's called When Your Father Has Enough Money to Get Over Payola. That's what it's called. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're real musicians. We're broke.
Yeah, man. But I kind of like hearken to your keyboard player, man. He spells his name the right way. Good job, Mark. He's not a Mark. He's a Mark. He's a person, not a action.
Okay. Mark with a C.
Mark with a C. Yeah. So, man, I want to ask you, Wayne. Your drum style, man. It's kind of different. Who's your influences on drums?
I have no influences on drums.
Is that why you sound different?
Yeah, probably.
His biggest influence is Tiny Tim with "Tiptoe Through the Tulips."
Yeah, he's a great, he's a legend in my mind. I don't know. No, I'm a huge fan of like Nico McBrain, and I've always liked Lars Ulrich, even though he gets so much shit for his drumming. And what's his name from Soundgarden? It's lost right now.
Oh, Matt
Cameron. Yes. Yeah. He's like, one of my top favorites too. So, it's a mix of all those guys and, some other thrasher drummers that I can't think of right now. But, yeah, you know what it is? I when I first started to get into music, I used to play guitar. And when I was taking lessons, this drummer comes into the room and he starts playing drums. I'm like, I don't want to play guitar anymore. I want to do the drums. So I always kind of had more, a feeling like I was into the guitar more, even though I liked playing drums. I for some reason I like hearing guitar. So I have more guitar player favorites than I do have favorite drummers. That's why I actually like Lou Mavs is like one of my top favorite guitar players.
Oh, stop! Thank you. But you know what other drummers like that? Brent Daler of Mastodon. His biggest musical influence is Randy Rhoads, and that's why he's got the polka dots on his drum kit. So that doesn't surprise me that you would say that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Some people think that's weird, but I don't know. To me, I never really look up to like a drummer, but I want to be like him. I'd rather be like a guitar player, It's weird.
So, Lou, who are your influences on guitar?
Oh man, too many to mention. But I mean, if I were to give you the basics, I mean, for me, Tony Iommi is king. Black Sabbath is my all-time favorite group. Then I got to give credit to Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, Michael Schenker, Richie Blackmore. Steve Clark of Def Leppard, believe it or not, is a huge influence on my playing because I've always loved the sense of melody. To me, High and Dry is like one of the greatest albums ever. I love Alan Holdsworth. He's actually a huge influence of mine. And I love Yngwie, especially, believe it or not, my favorite album that Yngwie ever recorded was the Alcatraz album, No Parole for Rock and Roll. I've always loved his playing and his tone and his songwriting on that. So that's actually a really big influence of me. And I think you can actually kind of hear a little bit of it on A Fate Worse Than Death. I don't consider myself a neoclassical shredder by any means whatsoever, but when it comes to what I can do, I definitely give credit to Yngwie for even opening my eyes and ears to that kind of playing.
That's cool, man. I love all those guitar players, and one of my favorites is Paul Gilbert, Racer X, Mr. Big.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to learn how to play Scarified correctly.
I would just like him to get more props. Nobody talks about that poor guy. I guess because he did To Be With You. Nobody wants to be around him anymore, like Nuno from Extreme.
Yeah. People forget about Racer X. They were a badass band. They really were.
Yeah, that was on that Shrapnel label, right? Where all the
shredders
were on. Yeah, I need to get some Racer X. I used to have it, but it got stolen a long time ago. Kind of sucks because I like to play that on the station. Yeah, but I got some Paul Gilbert coming up after you guys later tonight on the show. So, hey man, I just want to any final words from both of you? I'll start with you, Lou.
Well, a big shout out to our bandmates, to Alex, who's our vocalist, guitarist, and our producer. Big shout out to George, our bassist, and to Mark, our keyboardist. Again, thanks Wayne for not giving up on me. Thanks to you, Mark, for even, having us on the show. We appreciate it. And what's up to Jerry and Lee Gersman. Big shout out to Ralph Vieira and Ian Wadley for even getting me into podcasting in the first place. Music is Life podcast. Gotta, plug my stuff over here. And just all of our family and friends for really believing in Severed Angel and what we're doing. you guys have no idea what you're in store for with this album. I mean, it's good shit. It really is.
Yeah, we did forget to mention, because we did mention him a few times, but Raffiera is actually on the album.
Yeah,
very small spot, but he's on the album.
Oh man!
And to put him over, the poor guy had the flu when he recorded it, but he insisted on doing it, and he actually sounds more gruff and aggressive for it. So thank you, Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph's a really killer dude. Me and him have had our ins and outs, but we always make up, because I tried to make a joke with him.
Could be Terrence
with the wrong way. Oh no, I'm not that bad. I admit when I'm wrong.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There's also one other person that I want to give a shout out to. One last person, Wayne. To Karen Fairchild Meyer of the Def Leppard Diehards Facebook page, because she was the one that really pushed for Rat Salad Review to be represented on the Def Leppard tribute album called Let's Get Rocked that we contributed our cover of On Through the Night are, because I really have to say that was the catalyst for what became Severed Angel. So thank you to Karen.
Are you guys going to be at Rockin' Pod this year?
We're thinking about it, definitely.
Hey, you guys should come out, man. I'm going to teach some people how to drink. That's cool.
Chris was actually not through the nasal passages, Mark. Please, I can't do that.
That's all. Chris is already setting up a table for that.
Oh dear Lord! Actually, Chris is actually was contemplating maybe even having Severed Angel perform there. So I guess we just
the pre-show party, man. You guys should do it, man. I got tickets for that.
Hey, as long as we can talk out the logistics, we'll see. Definitely.
Yeah, man. And
see what happens.
Hey, Lou, do you have any final thoughts?
Just please support Mark and his shows, Freeform Rock show and Freeform Rock podcast, and the VS Sessions, his show with Jerry. Mark's a great guy, and one of the true believers in rock music that's putting the real shit out there and not bragging about who he knows or doesn't know, like Eddie Trunk. Yeah, there, I said it. Boo.
Oh, I did brag about Ronya Kaminsky from the Pinbricks because she's hot, but
that's okay.
That's because she's a beautiful woman. Do you have anything to say, Wayne?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Come on, dude. You're always blocking me every 5 minutes.
You're always blocked to me. All right, you have infinity blocked. All right. No, but I just hope everybody goes and finds our music either through YouTube or Bandcamp, especially Bandcamp, because we can make some money on that. But YouTube and any streaming platform we're on, and just look up Severed Angel, and you can also look up Project Resurrect or Rat Salad Review if you want to. And yeah, just check out the songs we did. The first song that we did was the Ghost cover of Square Hammer. So that was.
We know you're not a Ghost fan, Mark. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys are better. You guys have a better singer. It's the singer.
Oh, thank you.
That is true.
We actually got told that the guitar solos in our version sound better, so thank you to everyone who said that. That was really nice.
Well, I'm not a Ghost fan. I tried, but the vocals just get to me. I don't know. It just sounds like too. I love new wave, but he sounds too whiny, like Blink-182 to me. So that just gets me down.
We agree on Rush, so that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. We do have a cover of a Rush song coming up. Not, it actually is this band covering it, but it's a Rat Salad Review cover. So that's going to be coming up.
The same with a Dio cover too, right, Wayne? We didn't release that.
Yeah, we didn't release that yet, but those two songs will be coming. And then, like I was just finishing up, A Fate Worse Than Death is out as well, and then the new song Run and Hide. And then there's also going to be this Friday. Actually, when is this coming out, Mark? Tomorrow?
Friday? Oh, it's coming out tomorrow. Yeah.
No. I mean, this episode's coming out tomorrow.
Interview.
I'm going to play your song tomorrow, Tuesday.
Okay, cool. So today, Friday, October 28th, then.
Yeah.
All right. So today on this episode, you're playing Run and Hide.
Yes.
So, but this Friday, October 28th, we have another song coming out for Halloween.
Dang.
Okay. Don't get too excited. Jesus Christ. Everybody went silent on it.
I'm excited. Shit, you guys have been releasing some good stuff, man. I bought the first one on iTunes, and then you sent me the other one. I'll buy the other. I'll go to Bandcamp and buy it because they'll give you more money. So
exactly. But that song's going to be called Bump in the Night. And it's a Halloween-themed song, yep. And we had our children are on this song, too, towards the end of the song, and it came out really cool. It's a fun song. It's interesting little thing that we thought to come up with for Halloween. And I hope everybody enjoys that song as well. So check that out Friday, and check out this new song, Run and Hide.
Yeah, Wayne put the idea in my head. He's like, Lou, can you write a riff like Motorhead? I'm like, I've never tried. So it ended up working in our favor. And, we all write the songs together. Everyone contributes their equal parts. But it was a matter of writing lyrics. And they were like, who wants to take the whack at lyrics? I'm like, I guess I will. So I'm like, what would Lemmy say? What would Lemmy write if he was going to do a song about like a Michael Myers type character? So... I think if you're a fan of Motorhead, Misfits, and Michael Myers, the 3 M's, you'll like it.
Yeah, just one thing. I hope you guys go out and, play this music live, because this music deserves to be played live. I hope you guys are rocking pod.
It is a goal that we're going to try to do, maybe at some point. But we got to find the right show. We're not just going to play some like dive bar or something. We have to do something where it's worth doing,
Yeah, I think Wayne and I are done with the days where it's like, people use the restroom behind you as you're playing. I mean, we're way past that in our lives.
Yeah.
There's some nice clubs I've seen. I go to one down the street from me. It's pretty cool that a lot of bands play.
But the problem with New York is that, like, all the great clubs in New York City, like Castle Heights and CBGB's, Continental, they're all gone. And unfortunately, Long Island, where myself, Wayne, and Mark are based out of, the last great club, Revolution, that's gone too. So there's like a handful of venues that we could play where we could either headline and, do it well in advance, or we could open for someone. But it's very few and far between. So the logistics have to work out. But in the meantime, we just want to continue to put out quality music, and that's all that matters. And if you like what you hear, go to our link tree. Until our .com is up, go to our link tree, which is Severed Angel, which is linktr.ee/Severed Angel, and you can find all of our links there. Our YouTube, our Spotify, our iTunes, our merch. We have merch out. Every time we put out a new single, we'll put out merch for it. So, and we have a very rare Halloween shirt that come November 1st will no longer be on sale. So
that's right. So make sure you get that.
Now let's get to your, before we get to your new track, Run and Hide, I just want to thank you guys for being on thatmetalstation.com. And I will put this up on our YouTube channel, probably on all of my YouTube channels, Mark and Jerry, Freeform Rock Podcast, and That Metal Station YouTube channel. So maybe there will be a band out there who would like you guys to open for them, and they might hear you. So that, and maybe listening to this tonight. So that'd be awesome. Because all music needs to be played live. All music needs to be played live. Studio, man, we need to see how you guys are live, man.
Yeah, no, I'm scared.
You
some of these songs, I'm like, how am I going to play this? After I've already done them.
That's a lot of cocaine, Wayne. A lot of cocaine.
Yeah, we'll have to start.
The energy drink, I mean, not the illegal substance.
I can't even see Wayne being scared of anything.
I'm scared. I'm scared of I'm scared right now talking to you, Mark.
Wayne, you have no emotion in your face. You're cold.
That is true. I have no emotion whatsoever.
All right,
I hear my voice.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for being on That Metal Station. And here's the new song, Run and Hide by Severed Angel on thatmetalstation.com.